Bam! We're live. Good morning, Sunday morning. The Tsunami Show. I have a feeling this one's going to get gnarly. This could be the gnarliest show ever. Because I'm just tired of like cherry picking my notes. I'm just going to go through my fucking notes today, one at a time. Bam, bam, bam. After first, I do a fucking crazy plug for my sponsors. Do I have a different view so that like, oh, there they are. There we go. Shit, look at that. Audrey, what's up? Kevin, what's up? Mr. Flores. Paulina, hey. Paper Street Coffee. Matt Souza's in his house. What's up, Matty? Hi. I'm going to let you bring yourself in. I don't even know if you have pants on. Nice shirt. Good morning, Karina. Erica, hey. Good morning, Seema Globes. Good morning. Oh, Seema, this one's going to be a wild show for you, girl. Mr. Anderson. Listen. How the fuck is Egypt not letting in those people? Those people are all going to be flattened. I was thinking, imagine if my neighbor's house was on fire and they started jumping over the fence and I had a broom and I pushed them back over the fence onto their side. That would be, I lost Souza. That would be fucked up, right? How jacked up would that be? Neighbor's house is on fire. He comes running over. Boom, with a push broom, push him back over onto his side of the fence. Get the fuck back over there. How are they not? Bam, I'm live. Bruce Wayne. How, at what point is it like, hey, dude, you got to let these people in? Mr. Birchfield. Hi, good morning. Mike Artunyan. Mike, did you see Vivek Ramaswamy with Pierce Morgan? He's like, how the fuck is all this stuff going on in Israel and no one's talking about Armenia? Same shit's going on in Armenia to my people. That's happening to the so-called Palestinians. You know why it sucks what happens to George Floyd? You know why it sucks? Because every civilized or healthy person sees another human being die and doesn't like it. Remember when I had Rich Froning on here the other day, and he even said, yeah, like when you kill the animal, there's like, you get a little heart pang. No healthy person wants to see another person die or suffer. You don't want to see it. And the closer that creature probably looks to you, the more you have some sort of superficial empathy, right? So if I saw an Armenian man, 51 years old, die, I would be like, fuck, dude. I would be like, that would really hurt because it would kind of look like me, right? It's like when I saw that vampire movie. I saw that vampire movie. What the fuck was the name of that vampire movie? There's a vampire movie that came out like 10 years ago. I've talked about it all the time. And the father in that had to become Dracula in order to save his kid's life. Basically, he had to embrace Satan in order to save his kid's life. Dracula Untold. Dracula Untold. That was the name of the movie. And I cried my eyes out like a bitch because I could identify with it. So you're a black dude. You don't like this. Even if you know George Floyd's a complete douchebag, but you don't want to see him get killed. You think it's you being killed. You're a little piece of you. You fucking hate it. Completely healthy. Completely normal, completely healthy. You should not want to see someone die. No one wants to see what's happening. No one wants to see what's happening in Gaza happen. Not at fucking all. SEMA. But we got to be done by 10 Pacific Standard Time to watch Tyson. Agent, good point. God, I love your hair. You don't have to, we're on autopilot. We're in the Matrix. You don't have to worry about time change anymore. This thing does it. The Chinese made a slave labor made phone. Yeah, I don't like seeing George Floyd be killed. Fucking hate it. Fucking hate it. I hate seeing anyone be killed. I hate anything being killed. I am the dude that grabs the spider at 3 a.m. from the bathroom when I fucking like with my giant morning wood, and I still capture them and go outside in the freezing cold and throw them outside. And when I say freezing, I mean cold, like 42 degrees cold. Thank you, Jeremy. But those fucking Egyptians better open the border. Would you think it was fair if a group of people that was 1.8 billion, that's how many Muslims there are in the world, 1.8 billion. You know how many Jews there are? 15 million. That's like 6 times the United States versus New York City. 6 times the United States of America versus New York City. $465 million, 64 million Arabs. That's what those people are that they're calling Palestinians. They're all Arabs. They're kind of peeps. They're not Palestinians. We've already established we know what Palestinians are, right? It's a KGB psyop from the 60s. Anyone can look it up anywhere. No one's hiding it. No one's denying it. It's a group of people that was turned into an ethnicity in 1964 by Yasser Arafat with the formation of the PLO. The only part that's in dispute is was that a Russian operative? That was he a Russian operative? But most people don't dispute it. But regardless, it doesn't matter whether it's a Russian operative or not. You can see right then when that's when those people were created. Just like we know this about Mexicans. Imagine defending your Mexican heritage. It's like it's defending your slave owner. It's defending the fact you were colonized. It's bizarre. Fucking bizarre. Sousa's having major issues. Why don't I just try to click you in? Hi. Oh, I did click you in, but you know what it is, dude? It's the window I've chosen. Look at. Oh shit. Damn, playa. Because I chosen this window. Look at. Bye.
Yeah, that makes sense. But you can still hear me.
Oh shit.
Yeah, look at that. We could still.
Nice. No, see Sousa.
I'll just be the voice.
No,
Just a thought.
hear Sousa. Sousa's just a laugh track. Oh yeah.
No coughing. Yes.
1.8 billion Muslims, bigger than China. 12 million, 15 million Jews, little Jewies. And dude, imagine the ones that are left, how savage they are.
I don't know. You're educating me on all this. I've looked into zero of any of it. I get all my information from you.
Thank you.
The source.
A few months ago, I did California peptides. I didn't do the TRT. There's no fucking way I'm gonna get on something and stay on it my whole life. I'm already fucking addicted to Paper Street Coffee. Use code word Sevan, get 15% off. Influencer. Hashtag influencer.
Where's our banners?
What's up, Casey? What's up, girl? If I was 30 years younger, Casey, let me tell you, Casey, 30 years younger. Be over there working out with my father-in-law, Jeffrey Birchfield.
Bench pressing.
Yeah, bench pressing and deadlifting. Make him do some burpees.
And where's our CA peptide?
Casey, I swear to God, I mean this was from the bottom of my fucking heart. Your dad is so smart, and him listening to this IQ is just gross indulgence and lowers his IQ. That's it. That's all I have for you. If you're concerned about, when you're concerned your relatives are doing something that's not good for your health, this is it for your dad. Fuck, dude. So I didn't do the TRT, and so what's interesting is they still sponsor me, right?
Mm-hmm. Still talk about it.
Now just think about that. I mean, I would take a fucking Philip Morris sponsorship with I'd have the camel up in the corner or whatever. You know what I mean?
Philip Morris.
Smoke your Philip Morris today. I won't, but I love some nicotine, but I ain't doing it. Who wants to sell Trend? Please sponsor me. I just have to be honest about it. But then those fucking sneaky fucks over at California Hormones switched to California Peptides.
Sneaky.
So I got me some CJC 1295. That's the one that was like the human growth hormone one. And then I got the BPC 157. I did one or two bottles of the BPC 157, and I did a couple bottles of the TB 500. Those are like supposed to heal you. And then I did 1 bottle of the CJC 1295. It was supposed to have you lose weight, but I think I put on some weight. And then another friend of mine who's a girl, a young girl, did it. And she said she put on some weight. Well, she said she put on like 4 pounds. I think I put mine on like here, like in my I started like seeing traps in the mirror.
Trap daddy.
And my skin changed.
Hmm.
Like I started when I would come in the morning, I would look to see if I had a filter on StreamYard. Like, what's going on here? So now it's been like a month or two, and I haven't done any of it. Yesterday I called California Peptides, and I asked for the one that's supposed to the one that sounds like it's testosterone. I'm gonna try that one. Jenna Talia, I took BPC 157 orally for my shoulder, and it helped a ton. My bicep, I can use my bicep, but my bicep still hurts. And I shot a lot of that shit right into my bicep.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Sleeky. I didn't experience any weight loss, but my ass grew huge on CJC 1295. But my skin glows and looks smooth and fresh. Yeah. It's kind of crazy what happened to the skin.
My ass grew huge.
Do you know who that is? If you saw Sleeky in person, yeah.
Yeah. I know.
Her ass is crazy. I told you she's like a woman on top of like horse legs and ass, right?
In the best way possible.
Yeah, who wouldn't want to be? She's like a minotaur, female minotaur. I have a section of minotaur too. right between the belly button and the balls.
Yeah. Mm.
Part minotaur.
We're putting this call line number up, or?
Oh, sure, yeah. Call number is good. So that what I'm gonna try is, if anyone wants to I don't know, someone's scared like I am and wants a partner, I'm actually gonna show you which one I'm gonna do next. I'm gonna do
Instead of like book club, it's like peptide club.
Hey, and you know what? I guess, and you know what? And I did the CJC 1295, the one that's I did the more expensive one, this $100 one, the 5 milligrams. And I have no idea what I'm doing, by the way, but I split that bottle. Basically, people are like, well, how'd you do it? And I took it every other day for 20 days. So I did it in 10 doses. And that's when I did those 10 clean and jerks at 135. And I literally had not clean and jerked 135 in fucking good. I want to say I did it 5 times in the last 5 years. So that was kind of cool. I just felt a little more aggressive. I would say even my jaw felt a little tighter. This other person I know who did it said they were having jaw issues, and they did the CJC 1295, and their jaw issues went away after they had them for years.
What do you mean, Josh? He's like TMJ, like we're like pops. Like mine.
No, I usually am very relaxed. I'm like fucking supple. He's strong like mountain, but soft like water. Like I just noticed that I was like biting down a little hard. Like I would catch myself like not clenching's a little too much, but it was a little tighter.
Gritting down like you're on Somali.
Yeah, no, not like that. No. I that's kind of cool. But no,
chewing on a Gatorade cap for the last 6 hours.
This one right here, I'm gonna do this one, Tessa Moreland. I'm gonna try this one. Increase growth hormone production, reduce abdominal fat, improve cognitive function. For those of you with giant penises, will make it more manageable by increasing your hand strength. Well, there you go. I like it how it's like related products. Anyway.
Look at that jolly group.
If I were to do if I was thinking about having when I got my wife pregnant, when my wife extracted my seeds from me, my wife took the missing link so she could grow a baby inside of her from me. When I drenched that pussy with the baby batter.
Oh wow. Aggressive.
One of my friends' wives is pregnant right now, and I'm like, dude, are you going nuts on that? And he's like, she won't let me. It's like, dude.
I just want to poke the baby around.
Dude, that thing is like, when women are pregnant, the vagina turns into like what it looks like just a giant hamburger, like with 2 buns and like the piece of meat in there. Not like you look at it, you can't believe how swollen it is. And it's always gushy like 2 sponges. It's just no, I'm telling you, it's good.
Okay.
It's like it's always ready. Always. And I'm like, dude, you have to get like pregnant women are like just straight fetish material. It's crazy. The vagina is like on a pregnant woman is the most wonderful place on earth. I'm not joking. I'm not trying to be crass either. It is what it is. Those of us who know. The hamburguesa, the giant this is explicit content. I don't know. Biology. It's the most wonderful hamburger in the world. And the texture of it and the shape of it and just the preparedness of it. Is that a word? Preparedness?
We could roll with it.
Yeah, it's like it's no warm up needed. Like Kelly Starrett says, the supple leopard.
It's preheated.
Yeah, adult Disney. Thank you. Adult Disney. Yeah, it's totally.
It's even funny when those comments come from chicks.
We get it. Okay, fine. It's down for business. Yeah, it's just crazy. It's not like a delicacy like eating escargot or something where like, or you know what I mean? It's not like, or like, you know, like when you eat those weird, they grate those, like that mold on your food at fancy restaurants and it costs like $80 and the guy slices off a piece of mold on your salad. You know what I'm talking about? You never been to one of those crazy fancy restaurants? The guy's like, do you want some blah, blah, blah? And he comes by with this thing. It looks like a giant piece of mold and he's getting ready to slice it off onto your salad. And it stinks like anus.
What is it? You didn't know what it's called?
I want to say it's a mushroom, but I think it's mold off cheese or something. I don't know what it is. No, there's no con queso on it. On the female hamburguesa.
That's what I was thinking. Truffle, but
yeah, truffle. Yeah, that.
Oh,
yeah,
it
is that. Yeah,
I had that in Italy. Then, like a black truffle pasta.
Yeah,
would that be correct?
But sometimes the only time I've ever seen is I go to a restaurant and like you spend $60 on a shitty salad and then they come by and for an extra 80, he'll fucking do one slice of this thing for you.
He'll soup it up.
It's not like that. It's not the pregnant pussy isn't like that. It's not a delicacy. It's for everyone. It's not like frog legs or snail or truffle or it's you know what I mean? It's a fucking hamburger. The best cooked hamburger you ever had. Except you don't use your face to eat it. If you want to know things like this and more, BIRTHFIT. No. BIRTHFIT. Yeah, it's like CrossFit. Thank you. It's not for everyone, but it's for anyone. If you don't, you are missing a tremendous opportunity when you have a pregnant woman if you don't learn to appreciate it. It's crazy. It's better than human growth hormone. The only bad thing about it is that then you just want to keep your wife pregnant all the time.
Now we know why Mike McDonald is always so busy.
1 billion served.
Kid's got like 6 kids.
So I do. So when my wife got pregnant, we started going to birthing classes. It was called
Lamaze.
No, it was called hypnobirthing. And it was 3 hours, 1 day a week, and I would go and I fucking dreaded it, but I always had fun. And basically I would just sit on this little couch and there were other families and other couples in there and they would sit on couches too. And I would sit on this couch with my wife and you would do stuff like little like, okay, you're gonna massage your wife's back for 5 minutes. Okay, you guys are gonna do an affirmations to 10 minutes of affirmations, and you would read from affirmations. Oh yeah, it's fucking so cheesy and uncomfortable.
I can't see
but I enjoyed it with my wife, And after the end of every of those 3 hours, I was like, "Oh, that was cool." Or, like, they'd play music and you would stand
3
and, like
hours?
yeah, it was 3-hour class. Well, there's a
Whoa.
break at the hour and a half mark, so you could turn on your phone and text your mistress. But other than that, it was great. Yeah, hypnobirthing. And anyway, somewhere in that class, every once in a while, you could ask questions at the end, and the lady said some incredible shit. Like, she said an unconscious woman could have a baby, meaning like if a woman, like the body,
Knows what to do regardless of the conscious level of the person that's inside.
yes,
Crazy.
that basically there's chemical reactions that cause different contractions and muscle pushing and skin expanding, and you know what I mean? Like it squirts this out, which softens the skin around the vagina so it opens more. It pushes this chemical out, and so that the hips can move and pop open. And there's all these things that it does, and fucking a baby will just come out like like you ever sit on the toilet, like and just the shit comes out. Just like that. You take a deep breath and it just comes out.
The process just
Yeah,
happens
the
regardless.
process just happened. So when she was saying that, I was like, that was the implications of that. I mean, now I take it for granted, but the implications were mind-boggling. So I started asking questions. My wife started asking questions. I started asking questions to her OGBYN. And next thing you know, they're like, "Hey, you guys don't want to have a baby at the hospital." And I'm like, "The fuck we don't? Of course we want to. We want it to be in the safest place ever."
Mhm.
But we met with some doulas and midwives, and then we realized, no, actually, we don't. We do actually want to have. It's not actually a medical procedure having a baby, and it's something um, that the woman needs a very safe space to do and a comfortable space, and that everyone else needs to just chill and shut the fuck up and support that environment. And we did that, and that's why I'm so excited with people like BirthFit, because not only is it, I think it's like-minded people like that, um, but it's a whole community of them. And they're not going to judge you if you don't, like if you do go to the hospital, but they have people who've been through every single step. It's just a resource. You don't have to invent the wheel. There's people there who started at home and probably got moved to a hospital. People who thought they were going to be in the hospital ended up going at home. People who went to the hospital and had a great trip, but this is how they mitigate it. Like, I'll just give you one more example, and then I'll leave the birth fit thing alone. But like, one of the things that they'll teach you is you'll talk to someone. Let's say you do go to the hospital and your wife wants to have a natural birth there. Well, there'll be some point at which the doctor and nurse will come in and they'll be like, "Hey, it's been too long. Um, it's time to give you blah 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 drugs." Well, at BirthFit, they'll probably teach you like, "Hey, at that point, the father needs to be the advocate, and he needs to say, 'Doctor, great, thank you for your advice. Can you give us 5 minutes alone?'" And then they leave, and then you get it, because your wife's probably written out her goals of how she wants to have the birth, or she's told you, and you know that she's like, under no circumstances do I want to take drugs. And so you give her a reprieve of 5 minutes to settle down because they got her all stressed out. And those are the kind of tools they give you at a place like BirthFit. They'll teach you, as the husband, you need to say this when they come in and say this.
Mm.
And it's just cool, and it's awesome. And then of course, all of they'll talk to you. You'll have just resources for how to get back in shape, what you can be doing when you work out, and people who have done it, not doctors who are like, "Hey, don't lift up more than 20 pounds."
Yeah.
The
Totally.
importance of breastfeeding, just all that shit. If you can't breastfeed, where you can actually get milk that doesn't hurt your baby, that doesn't have high fructose corn syrup in it, just shit like that.
Mm.
Oh, great, incredible question, Sleeky. Can a pregnant man give birth while unconscious, or just women? Great question. And things like that will be answered at BirthFit.
Mm. When you said, could the task the doctor for 5 more minutes, I thought you were gonna say when he leaves, then you take the chair and wedge it between the handle.
Yeah, and stay out. Then, of course, there's Swolverine, who stepped in last minute and helped us with the behind the scenes with a very, very substantial chunk of money, which I clearly appreciate, and then sent me their products, which I am addicted to, and it's caused me to triple down on my creatine usage. And their creatine, so I was taking creatine from that bulk creatine you get that's like the highest ranked on Amazon, and it tastes like shit. Like, really, like, seriously, it tastes like how I imagine semen to taste like. It smells like semen. But the
Mm.
Swolverine stuff doesn't.
You check where that was manufactured?
It doesn't taste like semen or smell like semen, but it's still just white powder. It's just pure. That's all it is. Oh, there you go, Molly. I'm 13 weeks pregnant with my first. Definitely going to check out BirthFit now. Awesome. Yeah, check it out. It's good people. The lady there, the founder of that place, she just had a baby. I'm trying to get her on the show. I want to hear her birth story. So, so ever since then, I've been taking I take the creatine, I take the pre-workout, and my favorite thing now is the BCAAs. I don't even know what those do.
Branched chain amino acids.
Oh, and if you, they even have a program where they have programs where you can sell it.
Yeah, the collective.
Yeah. Hey, you saw that email that the Southeast? Oh, I don't want to get into that. That's another show.
Okay.
That the Southeast affiliate.
Yes. Yeah.
Country coordinator sent.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to show that to Greg, but I know it's going to break his heart. He won't let me know it broke his heart, but he's not going to like that.
Yeah, but nobody likes to see what they built kind of just slowly be
destroyed.
Deteriorate. Yeah. Into what you defended it against for so many years. I mean, how tempting would it have been early on with all the money that people were throwing at him to try to turn those affiliates into, as he calls them, point of sale, right?
Yeah, I'm full. No, you can't FaceTime me. Are you out of your fucking mind?
Who's FaceTiming you?
I don't know. Let's see. I'm probably gonna hang up on you. Holy shit! Holy shit! Look at this.
I wish we had the pic.
Oh, I wasn't even gonna answer. I'm so happy I answered. This is fucking awesome.
I did my first one last year in Bakersfield. You like my picture? I had the shirt, man. Represent.
Dude, you the man. I love you.
That's my friend.
Look at that girl.
We both do CrossFit.
Yeah.
Doing my first Ironman.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, Ironman.
CrossFit, dude. Everything from CrossFit, everything you guys preach are awesome. Good people, motivate. Your whole team is it's a blessing.
Oh.
Dude, I love you. Thank you so much for calling. You the man. What's your girl's name?
Renee, she's a doctor at Korea Health.
Hey, Renee.
Say hi, Renee.
Hey, Renee.
I love you guys.
Love you too, brother.
Greg, everything you guys talk, it's just positive, and love your outlook on life.
Thanks, dude.
All right, hopefully it was 5 hours my last one. I'm going to try to do sub 4.
Okay, call back and tell us how it was.
Good luck.
Thank you guys, man. Thank you for the show, everything you guys do.
Thank you. Thanks for sharing the positivity. What's your name again?
Vincent Palermo.
Palermo. Good to see you, buddy.
I've been following you guys forever, man. You always message me back. I appreciate it.
I do my best, brother.
I feel like a celebrity when I talk to you guys.
You look buff as shit. Are you too big to do an Ironman? You look buff as shit. Look at your neck.
I'm doing one now, December 3rd, Indian Wells, California. My first one, 70.3.
Damn.
Crazy. All right, brother.
So, all right, guys, enjoy. Peace.
Love you. Bye.
All right, guys. Love you guys.
What a weird show this is. Jesus Christ. You can't FaceTime me in the middle of a show. Especially, this is going to be a bad show. This show is going to be nasty. This show, like, I'm just going through the sponsor shit now. I never do that. But this show is going to be nasty. I got crazy shit to tell you guys.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no. Philip Kelly, I was immediately turned off by BIRTHFIT when one of their coaches referred to as a pregnant woman as a birthing person. Oh, no. Peace and love. Well, let's ask her about it. Wow. Yeah, that's stupid.
Birthing person.
But Sevan, why can't you just accept it and respect? No, I'm not accepting it and respecting it. They can do that all they want. I don't want to hang out with those people. I like accuracy. I'm okay with calling a gun, not a vehicle in which a cylindrical object is fired out and kills. Blah blah. Like I'm fine. It's a woman that was a bad example. It's a woman that has a baby. That's it. Just a woman. It's just a woman. Just say it's a woman. And I don't want to hang out with people who say that offended by who need me to say person. I don't want to hang out with people who say person too. I don't want to hang out with people who kowtow to fucking idiots. I don't. I'm not saying you have to be mean to them in the slightest, but I agree with Philip Kelly. It's a turnoff. Sean Sullivan, fuck. It's a little harsh, but fair enough. I'll read it. Only women can be pregnant.
Are you sure, Sean? Are you sure?
Hey, no one's ever seen a pregnant man, but no one's ever seen every man. So could a man get pregnant? Maybe. But it's the same. It's like with the crows. No one's ever seen a white crow. Are all crows black? No one knows for sure. But I still am okay saying all crows are black. I'm not stupid. I can still think and be like, that might be. No one knows for sure. But fuck, people believe in God. I mean, fuck. If you believe in God, I'm all for fucking saying all crows are black and that only men can have. It seems more grounded than that.
There's no such thing as a pregnant man.
And then, wow, that's harsh too. Sandra McCaskey. She looks like that's a real estate agent photo, right?
For sure.
Or she mortgaged. She'll refinance your shit. Sandra McCaskey, there's no such thing as a pregnant man. And here's the thing too. It's not even the fact that someone would say pregnant person. It's the fact that we know that the intention of it is just to add confusion and lie to people and fucking be a codependent of someone else's insanity. That's the part that really bugs me. I don't want to be a codependent on someone's tardation. Where were we? Oh yeah, BIRTHFIT. Yeah. Toe spacers, even on California peptides, these toe spacers still fit me. And I've been greasing my meat. I know everyone's like, what's Sevy grease his meat with? Can we just get to that? We're 31 minutes into the show. What does Sevy possibly grease his meat with? Funny you should ask. I grease my meat with grill your ass off. The habanero mango. So,
which one do you like?
I'm gonna tell you something. So the other day, we'll go to those olives. Do you see the olives? So the other day, I made cheese quesadillas, and I took those olives right there, and I chopped them up, and I put them in the cheese quesadilla. It was pure gluttony. Those olives are so hot. Donkey balls. I didn't even know they were called that. Oh my God. Their olives are called donkey balls, and their pickles are called donkey dongs. Crazy. Anyway, those olives, those pickles are so fucking hot. Like, I don't even know who can eat them. Olives are hot too, but I sliced them up and then laid them out in a quesadilla.
Beef jerky is good. Mother of all meat.
I could call Travis and see if he'll answer. And we can ask him about the game today.
Who are they playing? Do you know? Oh, a beer salt?
They're playing the Saints or the Patriots. Are those the same team? The Saints and Patriots, is that the same team? Or are those different teams?
Those are different teams. The New Orleans Saints or the New England Patriots?
Yeah, it's one of those. Has the word new in it. It's a new team.
Saints. Everybody's saying here. I feel like Paulina knows for sure.
Yeah. Hello?
Trust mostly what Paulina says.
427. Oh, I called them. Oh, how come it's not? Could you hear me dialing that?
Yeah. I could also decode it too, so everybody's got his number. No, I'm just kidding. There was a show when you had said that. I thought it was funny. Like
304. Hey, when I sent them that, I can't hear it. Can you?
No. 30. Oh, well, now I do. His voicemail just repeats the number back. That's not good.
Yeah, that's weird.
Doesn't he know we're going to be calling him live on the air? Get it together.
I heard that Noble hasn't paid. Oh, okay. So sorry. Okay.
What are we doing? Toe spacers.
Toe spacers. We did grill your ass off.
Yep.
I got my Gains box. So
not an official sponsor.
No, not a sponsor at all. I don't think the Gains guy coming on here was good for his business.
No?
I felt a little bad for him. It was weird. It was a weird interview.
Yeah.
It went sideways or something.
Yeah. It was.
People were like accusing him of being on coke and all sorts of shit.
That's why I just aggressively sniffed the mic when you said it.
Yeah, Noble. There's some crazy Noble shit going on. Crazy. I can't tell. I don't know what's verified and what's not, because someone told me that they haven't paid the athletes for their T-shirts yet. But then I called Colton yesterday and he said he was paid yesterday. But I also heard that athletes who are sponsored by Noble, which I think are like people like Katrin and Tia and Justin Medeiros, are 2 months in the arrears. Meaning, I think is that a financial term? Did I use that right?
2 months in their arrears?
Yeah, like you haven't been paid in 2 months. Is that what that means? Arrears?
I haven't heard that statement before.
Then scratch that.
Tell me.
Sousa would know. I thought it was.
Apparently, I'm
Fine.
doing some Miley Cyrus thing at the end of each sentence.
Who? Why is Sousa doing the Miley Cyrus girly thing at the end of each sentence? Because that's his favorite artist. But the Gains box is crazy good. In this week's Gains box, there were some pants in it, and they're from a company called the Barbell Cartel. And they're fucking sweat joggers, and I've never fucking owned a pair like this. And they are so nice. What's weird is you have to pull them up so fucking high, or I do because I'm short, that they kind of wrap around my stomach, which makes me think I have a gunt. It's weird. It's like
Gunt.
it's like the whole time I'm like, do I have a fupa?
Mm.
But they I just love them. I feel like a stud in them. I feel like a gangster. They're so thick. They're perfect for winter. It's weird. My wife likes them too. She's like, hey, do you have to pull those up pretty high? I'm like, yeah. Fit Aid, these guys are fucking jackasses for not sponsoring me. These guys, hey, you guys should be giving me $50,000 a year. And I won't drink any. I would never drink any Fit Aid unless it was the one that says creatine up there. So there's that.
That flavor is really good.
Oh, well, fuck that. I would never drink that shit anyway.
We bought it when it first came at the gym, and it sold out hella fast.
It has these in them. These are those things you put on the ground, and you put your feet on them, and like you do crunches. You slide your feet. They're like those pads.
Oh,
Do you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
You're in the plank position. You put these on your feet, and then you slide them up and you do crunch. What's
Probably clean the
there's
floor.
this. There's this. This is called a caffeine bullet.
Sounds aggressive.
And each bullet has 100 milligrams of caffeine.
And they're a pill?
They're a piece of candy.
Okay. 100 milli in the chamber. Is it good?
It's weird. The texture is amazing. It's like taffy. BioFreeze. I like stuff like that, but I don't really hurt my back anymore.
Just got it on our elbow. Throw it on your bicep.
A jump rope.
Nice. Okay.
Something's unique about this jump rope. I can't tell what it is, like if it's got a counter or what, but something's up with the. It's called cross rope. Oh, I needed one of these. I was fucking with Sean Pastuch's shit, the Active Life, and I stopped doing it. This is the thing you put your legs on and like you do those sidestep things, like it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I stopped doing the Sean Pastuch stuff because you needed one of these, but now I have one. Maybe I'll start again. Oh, I got 2 of them. Do you do that stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
We do them in like warm-ups and stuff like that at the gym. I'll also do it like in my forearms. Put my arms on a wall and then like walk it up the wall like this. And then walk it back down.
You do?
Yeah, it warms up like your upper back, shoulders.
I need to see that. A bar. I'll probably give this to my kids, like for dessert one. I'll be playing in a tennis tournament today over the hill. In Sunnyvale. There's a bunch of this stuff. It's called Hemo Rage.
Hemo Rage?
Yeah, I think this is a pre-workout. I don't know what it is. I don't know why that's a selling point to put like death on things, like that death water or like
liquid death.
Yeah, like I've never had a liquid death and I never would. Why would I drink something? Excuse me, you know you're drinking something that says liquid death on it, you fucking idiot. It's like it screams I have a tiny dick and I'm trying to be like cool by drinking something. I'm facing my death by drinking liquid death. Yeah, fuck you. You're a dipshit. You drink those?
It's supposed to be like killing plastic bottles.
Oh. All
That's
right,
what
I
it-
take all that shit back.
That's how they put it in a can. Yeah, I've had a couple of them. I'm not like huge on them or anything, but they're pretty good.
Yeah,
make
and then
the
you know what's
sparkling
crazy?
water
It says it's
sweet.
killing plastic bottles, but inside of each of those cans is sprayed a really shitty plastic liner. It's the worst kind of plastic that you can use to drink stuff out of. Do you know that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Really?
So every can has a plastic liner in it, and it's this really thin plastic, and that's what gets you like microtoxins and shit. Oh, bar soap.
Good old bar soap.
I just heard a kid scream. Hi, Athena. Good morning.
Mike Hunt said it slays your thirst. Or Mike Hawk. Slays your thirst.
Slay. And then this, I think. Oh, I have my rock pad down here. 40 minutes to get through all my sponsors. What a show. I think anyone who uses these is a fucking jackass, too.
A shaker bottle?
Yeah, I have a shaker bottle. How many? These are so stupid. They're gross. They're gross. I went to a really dear friend's house the other day, and I opened up their cabinet to drink, and their cabinet was full of plastic cups.
Okay. Like shaker bottles or plastic cups?
Like plastic cups. And it was kind of plastic cups that you could kind of squeeze them a little bit. God, it was disgusting. Glass, motherfuckers.
What did they have? Like, was it a kid's thing? Did you open the kids' cups?
It doesn't matter. Like even worse. Like just like why do you have like yeah, this stuff is just stupid. Listen, you're not a fucking professional athlete. Just stir your shit with a fucking spoon, a steel spoon, and a glass cup.
Isn't it all clumpy though?
Yeah, so what? I like clumps going down my throat.
Part of the experience.
Yeah. Keeps me young. No, I hate drinking out of mason jars. I don't like that ribbed for your pleasure feel on my fucking mouth. It's like navigating a fucking landscape when I put my mouth on every time I put my mouth on a mason jar. My wife bought 2 of those. I'm like, don't ever fucking do that again. Fucking stupid.
Yeah, we have.
Wow, what's this? What's this? Hey, hi.
That's not real.
I know, it sucks.
We could pretend though. You're right. Hey, Jenna. It's Tolls.
Oh my God, you don't even know. The boys are out of the room because Ari's leg's better. Poor Haley. You don't even know. Okay, here we go. On behalf of all of the Arabs living in the Gaza Strip, I plead to Egypt to please open the border. Netanyahu is going to flatten that piece of land, and when I mean flatten like a crossfitting girl's chest. I mean like flatten that fucking thing. And he's going to flatten that, and you got to open the border and let them out. Like you have to let them out. You have to, or else you're going to be bummed. A lot of flies are going to come from all those dead bodies. It's going to be fucking horrible.
Sad.
So we'll start the show there. Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Do you want to do it or do you want me to do it?
I'll do it.
Okay. 258. I have mailed in ballots for other people.
That's a crime.
I've done it for 2 people. I've done it for my mom and I've done it for my wife. And at the time, I did not know that was a crime. I did not know. I will say that. I did not know. Hey.
Do we need volume on this?
I don't think so. I don't even know if it has volume. I've watched this lady. Dude, who the fuck are these people in masks? This is old, by the way.
Yeah, I was going to say, isn't this really old?
But look at Michelle Obama cruising up to the balloting box here. And just watch this. This is from Elon Musk's Twitter account. Look at. By the way, who sets up the lines like that? Like that's like set up to not even be practical. Like you have to move other people to get there. But watch this lady. Just in broad daylight. Let's say she's putting in 2 at a time. Look at those old people. God, I never want to be old like that. Or just fucking walk around like a douche. 3. Is that 3? 4. Look at her. 5. Oh, he unsnapped the thing. 6. She just put 6. That guy tried to duck underneath it and unclip the thing. Now he's trying to clip it back in.
I thought this dude was watching, but he's not.
Does that lady have gloves on? Did the white lady have gloves on? My God.
Yeah, probably.
Anyway. 6. 6 seems like a lot.
It's more than 1.
Yeah, 6 seems like 6 seems like a lot. All right. 257. We're going to cruise today. We're going to go through 100 clips today. 100 clips. A dude called in running a triathlon.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
What was his name? He had some Mexican name. Omar? Filipino name? What was the guy's name?
I can't remember. Jason?
No. 257 Logic. What was that guy's name?
Paul.
Prager from PragerU.
Starts
Here we go.
a war to kill as many Israelis as possible.
Pause. So we know that was the point, right? That piece of land, those Arabs that live on there in Gaza, they've had for the last 50 years, their plan for their government, Hamas, has been kill as many Jews as possible. We know that. No one's denying that. Can we just say that's the baseline? There's Arabs all over the world and Muslims all over the world that chant that. Kill as many Jews as possible. It's funny, it never hit me, but in my 51 years on planet Earth, that's the most aggressive thing I've ever heard said about another group of people. Except for a few rap songs I've heard. Like, we want some pussies, like pretty aggressive towards the pussy.
Mm.
But that's a different kind of slaying.
Yeah.
Those people have made it part of their agenda, and they want the world to know that part of their identity is to kill as many Jews as possible. We know that. Let's just go with that as the baseline. Okay, here we go.
You see on the BBC and Sky News, as we see in America on our TV, is dead Gazans. That's all you see. I shudder to think if in World War II, the same media covered World War II, you would have seen far more dead German civilians than dead British civilians. But it takes a very, very frail moral mind to believe that you determine right and wrong by the number of dead. That's what we are told. Look at how many Gazans were killed and how few Israelis. Well, look at how few Brits were killed and how many more Germans were. Does that make the Germans right in World War II? That's the facile moral thinking that pervades our world.
This guy's
Gaza.
So smart. How many Brits died in World War II? World War II, there were 385,000 soldiers killed in combat, but a higher civilian death, 70,000 as opposed to 2,000 in World War I. Okay, so 70,000. German bombings raged during the Blitz. 40,000 civilians died in the 7-month period between September 1940 and 1941. Almost half of them in London. Okay, so somewhere between 40 and 70,000 Brits died. Let's see. German deaths in World War II. What's crazy is the Jews were Germans. I wonder if they get lumped up in those deaths, even though they were killed by the... Holy shit.
Well, if it's in the millions, then yeah, it's probably lumped up.
Total civilian and military deaths in World War II in Germany were between 6.6 and 8.8 million.
Yeah, so that's for sure.
You think that lumps up the Jews who were killed in the concentration camps?
Yeah, sounds like it.
A study by German historian Rudger Overmans found that German military casualties. 5.3 million military casualties in Germany, 900,000 from actual soldiers. The other 4.4 million were citizens. They got fucking bombed by, I don't know who, us, the Russians. Russians were our allies in World War II, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Germans tried to ass pound the Russians. I think the Russians were like, we ain't doing that.
Contentiously.
Here's another one. About 4.2 million Germans died, and about 2 million Japanese died. Greg was telling me that we fucking burned more Japanese than killed with the atomic bomb, that we fucking napalm Tokyo.
Oh, yeah. I heard him say that on the other show.
Oh, shit. David's saying 20 million Russians died in World War II. Let's see. Russian deaths.
Man, I should have studied up for today's show.
Russian deaths in World War II. Soviet Union lost 27 million people during the war. 8.7 million military. 19 million civilian deaths. Wow. 1/4 of the people in the Soviet Union were wounded or killed in World War II. Is that possible? And yet, American Jews vote Democrat. Mind blowing. Yeah, it is mind. Let's look that up too. Jews, Democrat versus Republican. I hate watching this show. It's just him on YouTube. It's just him on Google. Fuck off. In 2018 midterms, Jews were again the most Democratic group as designated by religious identity, with 79% voting for the Democrats, while 17% vote for Republicans. Yeah, the Jews, unfortunately, the vast majority of Jews I know are complete fucking libtard. I know I don't want to use that word, but this show's all out today. Fucking idiots. They have no fucking idea how to think. Yeah, it took me a while to figure that out, but anyone you see is like, we want peace and love everywhere, and that's all we want. We just want to accept everyone. Like, I feel like I see that on my Instagram once a day, and it's like, no, you don't. No, you don't. Like you may want that, but you're not going to tolerate a pedophile to molest your grandkids right in front of you and be like, well, I just accept that. Although you saw you see that people now, you see that people now are getting like killed and raped by certain races. Like if you're getting killed or raped by black people, some of these white people don't want to say what color they are because they think it would be racist. not knowing that them thinking it would be racist is actually racist. Yeah.
Wow.
That girl in New York, that video that went viral a couple weeks ago with her boyfriend getting killed at 3 a.m. on the bench, on the bus bench. She didn't want to say that the attacker or killer was black because she thought it would be racist. And in Germany, there's a chick who got raped who didn't want to say the 5 guys who raped her were black because she thought it would be racist. It's nuts. It's not racist. It's just identifying marks. It's racist to think that it's racist. You understand that? Caller, hi.
After everyone listening and watching, subscribe for the Sevan Podcast and hit the like button.
Like button and subscribe. Thank you. Go ahead.
Without question. I know you're not so super hot about Ben Shapiro, but he went to Oxford. I haven't seen the clips, but he is just mowing down any pro-Palestinian person that debates him. It is comical.
Okay, where is it? Is it on his YouTube or on his Instagram?
Yeah, YouTube, and there's actually like shorts. He does have like 40 minutes, but holy shit. There's a couple of people have come prepared. He is like a walking thesaurus and like fact of everything having to do Israeli and war-wise. Every package, everything. And he's just mowing them down. And every single person that he starts off with, he says, two-state solution and trying to get this done. Not one pro-Palestinian person will acknowledge the Israelis living in Israel. They want to take over the entire state.
1.8 billion Muslims, 15 million Jews. More Muslims than there are Chinese people, and only 15 million Jews, less than there are Mormons. Crazy. And they can't fucking give them that little piece of land.
So this was the tipping point, this last Hamas attack.
Yeah.
There's no way Israel can go back.
Nope.
It is done.
Yep.
They have to wipe them off the map because not one pro-Palestinian person will ever support a two-state solution. So it's done. It's shocking, and you said it yourself. The Jew hate is off the charts. I never realized how much it was, and it's so weird. I saw a post in New York, all these Asian people and all these like 35-year-old like white moms protesting in the streets. These people just jump on any bandwagon, and they're all Democrats. You're right. They're all Democrats.
What they don't realize is Jews represent all white people and all Americans. They're not saying death to the Jews. They're saying death to all white people and death to all Americans. That means you Black Americans too. That means all you Americans. That means you Arab Americans. They hate you too. And let me tell you, all you fucking homosexuals out there, they don't hate you. They want you to live eternally in hell.
In one of those talks,
yeah,
Ben Shapiro said, if put their guns down, the war would stop.
Yes.
The Israelis put their guns down, there'd be a second Holocaust.
100%. 100%. Let me rephrase that because you keep breaking up. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on one second. That needs to be heard.
My apologies.
No, it's not you. It's not you. It's not you. It's me. It's me. It's me. It's my fucking shitty Roadcaster 2. Roadcaster 7. My fucking shitty Roadcaster 7. Are you there? Say that again about Hamas. If Hamas put its guns down.
If Hamas put their guns down, the war will be over. If the Israelis put their guns down, there'd be a second Holocaust tomorrow.
Yes.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but guys, check it out. Ben Shapiro at Oxford, man, it's actually comical the way he serves these people. It's great. You should watch it.
All right. Thank you.
Happy Sunday, guys.
Bye. No one's condoning the killing. Don't get it twisted either. No one is fucking condoning killing. Okay, 256. This is a story that broke 2 weeks ago. I was very uncomfortable posting it. And I tried to verify it and I couldn't verify it, and then finally I verified it. This boy right here was the poster child. Speaking of fucking morons, those fucking idiots in Israel all took the vaccine. They were so proud of themselves. They were the fastest inoculated country, and I use the word inoculated loosely, in the world. And the poster child for this, for taking the vaccine in Israel, was this poor Jew boy, Yonatan Moshe Ehrlichman. Well, that's a fucking nice Nazi name. And this boy, both his father and his grandfather are doctors, and he had a heart attack at 8 years old. He then he was in a pool and almost drowned, and then they resuscitated him, and then a few days later he died. An 8-year-old. By the way, that douchebag Ben Shapiro was pro-vaccine for a while too. An 8-year-old. The 8-year-old poster child for Israeli's vaccine program is dead from a heart attack.
That's sad.
What more do you need? What more do you need? Well, Sevan, it's not completely unheard of for an 8-year-old to have a heart attack. Oh, okay. Well, let me look.
They have an underlying heart condition.
Heart attacks by age. Let's look. I hate this show. All he does is Google stuff.
Hey, look, live on X. Sevan Podcast is hosting live call-in show. Zombie Mind Virus.
Oh, really? You see it?
Right there?
Oh, that's awesome. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
How rare is it for a 30-year-old to have a heart attack?
Pfizer or Moderna.
Listen to this. It's rare for anyone younger than 40 to have a heart attack. Now 1 in 5 heart attack patients are younger than 40 years. What the fuck kind of sentence is that? Here's another troubling fact to highlight the problem. Having a heart attack in your 20s and 30s is more common. Dude, I've never known I haven't known anyone I've never heard of anyone under 50 having a heart attack, under 40. When I was a kid, by the way, it was men who had heart attacks. Now it's like women and men.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Fuck. I knew this was true too. Sleeky. Hospitals now have implemented new teams dedicated to pediatric cardiac events. I'm just gonna type in child heart attack and see what pops up. Child heart attack. Has a 16-year-old had a heart attack? That's one of the most common questions. Man, the only person when I was a kid who had a heart attack as a kid was that Len Bias guy, that college basketball player, and he was high on coke. He OD'd on coke.
Oh, so it was a drug-induced thing.
And LeBron, although his whole family took the injection, don't worry about his son's cardiac event. He had already a pre-existing heart condition. Please go fuck yourself. That's not even, by the way, an excuse. Like, so what if he had? First of all, I don't believe he did, but let's say he did. So what? That doesn't fucking mean anything. That's like saying you have a pre-existing cardiac, a pre-existing heart condition, and then you had a heart attack, and excusing the heart attack for that is like saying, well, excusing a rapist because she was interacting with a guy who had a dick. It's like, no, it's not a given. It's not a given she's going to end up taking the dick just because you hang out with the guy as a dick. It doesn't work like that. Ooh, that metaphor was a stretch, but I like it. I'm standing by it.
Okay.
Standing by it. There's a big difference, Sevy. That's a fallacy of the quadruple fallacy, horse fallacy, the penis fallacy that's commonly used by people. And no, he didn't. Meaning LeBron's son didn't have a pre-existing heart condition. Yeah, I don't believe it either. Okay, back to the show. I spent too much time on that one. Shit. Where's my notes? I'm panicking.
255 Democrat.
I'm not panicking as much as Caleb was when he realized what a piece of shit the Shadikin is.
You see that picture he posted like the other day with just hella mold in there?
Ugh.
I was like, oh no.
8-year-old kid dies from the fucking vaccine. My God. 255. Did you ever look at the word Democrat and see the word demon in it? Demoncrat. Democrat. Demoncrat. There are no demons here. It's only people. Let the man speak. Action.
Exactly how to bait black people because they use things like racism. The other day, Michelle Obama went on TV. She gave a whole speech, talked about how Trump was this and Trump was that. And at the very end of what she said, she made sure to say, and yes, it is racist. You know why? Because the minute you call anything racist or you add race into it, black people get emotional and they come out. Kamala did the same thing because they know how to bait black people in. Here's my thing, and I've told black people this before, who are Democrat. I don't try to convince Democrats to be Republican. What I try to convince them to do is know your history and read a little bit. Do your research. If you still want to vote Democrat, do what you do, but be an educated and an informed voter. Most Democrats can't tell you why they Democrats. They just hate Donald Trump. They can't even tell you what Biden did in 47 years, but they're going to vote for him. They can't tell you what Kamala did while she was in California, locking black people up left and right, but they're going to vote for her. When will the slaves get off the plantation? You know what happens when slaves get off their plantation? The house tell them. The left knows exactly how to.
Whoa, you shouldn't have beeped that out. This shows I'm okay with that word.
I didn't.
You can say whatever you want on my show.
I
more
hate
or less.
background music though.
Yeah, background music too. Listen,
that shit's annoying.
Listen, the KKK has killed more white people, has killed more black people than white people, but has killed white people in more states than it's killed black people. The KKK. When there were slaves, when the Southerners had black slaves, the Northerners did not have slaves. The Republicans did not have slaves. Zero. The Democrats were the only ones that had slaves, and they were Southern slaves. You should also know that there were also black people who had slaves. You should also know this, that the Southerners that had slaves, they also wanted to enslave the Northerners who were farmers. And the justification for keeping slaves, now listen to this, ready? This is it. Here we go. The Southerners believed that the Northerners were barbarians because they said that black people couldn't take care of themselves and that the Northerners wanted to set them free so that they would die under their own care. And so that they lacked compassion, and that the Southerners were actually being compassionate by taking care of these people.
Sounds a lot like now.
In World War II, when Jews were trying to come over and escape from Germany, the United States had reached a maximum of its immigrants coming in for a year, and there were Jews that needed exemptions who were trying to escape Germany, and FDR wouldn't give it to them. FDR is the one Democrat who started the Japanese internment camps. FDR did not invite, who was the black Olympian that year? Jackie Robinson?
Mhm.
Get my
No.
black sports, or was that the baseball guy?
Baseball.
Who was the Olympian that year?
These shows are getting complicated. I'm gonna have to like study a mound of material in order to have any input.
FDR basically invited all the white Olympians that year and didn't invite the black Olympian.
Is that the one that like stood like this?
Jesse Owens. Thank you.
There it is. They got the hand on the Google.
It's always the Democrats, guys. It's always them. Now you're like, well, Sevan, there's shitloads of fucking racist, scumbag, gay hating Republicans. For sure. For sure. They're not trying to condone it. There's tons of child molesters on the Republican side. They're not trying to normalize it like the Democrats. Sevan, the church is horrible. They're not trying to normalize it like the Democrats. I'm not saying that there's anyone perfect on either side. I'm trying to let you know that no one on the Republican Party is trying to normalize it. They're sneaking around. The Republicans that went to Epstein Island are not trying to make it normal. The Democrats are.
I think they all should be rounded up. And
I agree. I agree. They should be fucking.
the whole thing's fucked. Even this like discussion with like what's happening overseas. Like, I just think it's another ploy for divide and conquer. And any chance there is to divide and conquer, they're going to take it. And that's why you see
Who's
more
they? The Democrats or just all politicians?
corporate media
Oh.
who's in conjunction with the politicians. I mean, if people actually went around and said, wait a minute, you gave me $1, but that dollar was already taxed. And then since I achieved it as income, now it's being taxed. And then I'm going to pay for something over here and pay a tax on that, but they paid a tax on that good that's came in. And wait a minute, and you trace your dollar and you realize that you don't even own anything. You're just circulating money around because they need the GDP to grow. So that way they could keep spending the money that you think you have, but you don't. And we all decided, wait a minute, let's not argue about what may or may not be happening outside of our homes. Let's just focus in about our communities. We would realize that we're just fucking pawns in this thing anyways, barking at each other about the same shit.
You think I should I stop the podcast?
No, we should just continue to let people know that.
Oh, good. Yes. Audrey, I love Sousa. Who doesn't?
Because the whole construct needs to come down.
There's no Republicans trying to pass laws that make it legal for child genital mutilation. There's no Republicans trying to pass laws that make it okay to kill a baby 7 days after it's born. Well, that's preposterous, Sevan. The Democrats have never done that. No, actually, they are trying to do that right now in California. They're trying to make it illegal to investigate any baby's death that happens in the first 7 days after its birth. Which means,
that's pretty.
Which means that you're condoning the murder of babies after 7 days after they're being born.
That's crazy.
I think Manscaped and is a sponsor, and there's 3 others: Sleep Aid, and
DraftKings, BetterHelp. I think,
but those aren't people that like I talk to on the phone.
No, that's the
and Better Health. Yeah, those are people that somehow come in through
audio version only.
Yeah. But I would be friends with any of those people if they want to be friends.
They should be our friends.
Yeah. I think those people just like kind of like they wouldn't want to be affiliated with the truth of this show. They're more just like they just carpet bomb all podcasts.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Just to get there, you know what I mean? They're not like. Whereas I think maybe the people who are affiliated with this show are like, yeah, they're logical. I'm not saying that like by logical I mean and is logical to like anyone who's pro-life, even if you are pro-choice, because you know their stance is they're trying to stop babies from being killed. And so no matter what you think about them, to not like them and think, wow, that's a fucking person with integrity and values, you're a fucking asshole. It's a total fair leap. It's like you are not thinking right. You are so wound up in your emotions. You hear the phone? Listen.
Oh yeah, man, that thing's got
Just
issues, huh?
just started up.
Oh no.
I stopped it.
Oh, did you just turn it down?
It's like all that stuff. It's like what they're doing in Oregon, where they're trying to make it so that like you can. They're just straight up saying they want to change the rules of graduation. They did change the rules of graduation because it's unfair to Black people to make them have to read to graduate. What?
It's fucking crazy.
What are the implications of saying that? You're telling me that I can say that, but it's not okay to say Black people like watermelon and fried chicken?
Yeah, but they're
one is a fact, a generalization and a fact. The other is you're keeping those people down. You're absolutely you are objectively hurting those people based on the color of their skin, which in terms is racist. When I want to let you guys know, I flew into Lebanon a handful of times. I've been everywhere and done everything, including your mom. And I flew into Lebanon. And this one time I flew in, as I'm going through, get off the plane and I'm going towards customs, there's a sign on the wall. I just remembered this yesterday. And it said, no Jews allowed. It's not like a handwritten. It's like a big placard. No Jews allowed, and no one will be allowed into the country who has an Israeli stamp in their passport.
Damn.
No, you didn't see that. The fuck I didn't. I looked at it fucking long and hard. This is probably 20 years ago. I was like, wow, that's fucking gnarly.
That's aggressive.
I was in a different mindset. I was like, yeah, fuck the Jews.
God. Free Palestine.
254. There's 17 million Mormons. There's more Mormons than Jews.
Did you see all the protests in San Francisco and stuff?
Against the homeless and drug addicts? And
I wish. No, against Israel, and then they went and blocked the ship that was
oh
leaving.
yeah. Hey dude, I'm all for this. Is gonna be so fucking bad to say. This would really disappoint my dad. If you block a military vehicle, I'm all for opening fire on you.
Over.
Yep. I don't think you can do that. I don't think you can do that. Minimum water cannons with unabashed fucking targeting. Minimum water cannons, whatever those sonic things are where they put out super loud noises. You cannot do that. You cannot interfere with the fucking military operations.
Hey, if we were gonna go like protest like Baskin Robbins ice cream.
Yeah.
And I gave you $100 million. I said we need to have a campaign to turn Baskin Robbins evil. How many people do you think we could get there paid to start a protest and then blast it on social media to where the amount of people that showed up on their own free will unpaid would like triple or 5x the amount of people that were there paid?
I could get 10 million people there quickly. Give each person $10 and 10 million people would show up. That would be my whole budget. I could make it so it collapses the entire fucking, like, everything within 300 miles of there.
I want people to think along those lines.
Do you think those people are being paid to come out?
I think that anytime we see these protests, especially when we saw the whole George Floyd thing, I think with these protests that we're seeing as well, I think that there's a certain amount of people in there that are pushing an agenda and that money talks. And I think people, when you have a lot of money or you have a lot of access to resources like that, I don't think people think in the same way that we do with money and how they want to use that money. Like we're like, oh, yay, we don't have to stress and I'm going to maybe own a home. And people that have real money that are like, okay, how can we manipulate the system? Okay, well, here's $100 million. Let's make sure that these are pushed through these media things. Let's get, 50 people wound up and get them over there. And then that'll double, triple. And then we just sink back and let the other people just continue to push our message for us. And I think if you think that way and then you look at it that way, the veil might pull back a little bit further.
Tank Reeves, Sevan, you got a bit of the mind virus. Fuck the government, fuck the military, brown shirts, and fuck the bureaucracy. Sorry, not sorry. Fair enough. I hear you. I hear you, dude.
Cause remember all that weird shit? Like
you're 50% right. Yeah, go ahead.
Protest.
Yeah.
You remember? It just seemed really weird. And then same with like the capital stuff. Like there's known plants in there. There's
Oh, yeah,
known
yeah,
people
yeah,
that were
yeah.
antagonizing in there.
Yeah.
And when you have a group, and we use the analogy with like a group of boys, all you need is that one that's like, hey, let's hit that window with this rock. And then 50 rocks should start flying across. But if you were to individually separate out any of those boys, none of them would actually throw the rock except for maybe the one troubled kid that threw it at the first place. So all you got to do is just pay for the troubled kid.
Brittany Ur. Hey, and you could pay them without them even knowing they're being paid. You could get them there without even knowing.
Probably.
Yeah. With Brittany Ur. Is that related to Tiatumi Ur?
I don't know.
There was something else in here. Okay. 254. Did we do Jews? Jews. 1.8 billion Muslims, 15 million Jews. Think about that for a second. Oh, by the way, here, someone said this. Sorry. I just want to say this. You can leave that up real quick. I want to say this. Someone said something about white women. Yeah. Did you see Ellen Pompeo say it's Caucasian women's job to change the race discrimination for acting roles in Hollywood? Yeah, here's the thing. What sucks is it does seem like white women are more susceptible to the mind virus, but the truth is it's really the same. It's really up to black people. They have to fucking if we're gonna do it by skin color, they're our only hope. I've said that for the last 3 years. The same way it's only if we fucking have to have obese and fat people the next time there's a fucking and old people, the next time there's some sort of bullshit about vaccines, those people got to be like, no, actually, we've made ourselves susceptible. Don't enforce that. And we need people like that black guy that we played earlier to stand up and be like, are you out of your fucking mind? You're trying to fucking lower the standards for reading because of black people? I mean, that's just straight up saying you think people, because of their skin color, are retards. And no amount of white people is going to fix that because they're scared. They're pussies. They are pussies. One of the most prominent people in the CrossFit community called me yesterday, and they're like, "Fucking thank you for being honest." Like someone all you guys know, everyone knows. Wish I could be more. Wish I could do kind of be more honest. I was like, nah, thank you, but don't worry, you're not black enough. The woke fucking cancerous mindset. It's fucking disgusting. It's like every single one of these fucking black dudes wearing the MAGA hat should, like, I just want them to fucking run for office. Okay, Mason Mitchell, we get it. Okay, here we go. No, this is gonna be just a show of this. I know you get it, but I'm just going hard today. I got so much just like pent up shit. Let's go. I did a week of no live call-in shows.
Ready?
Yeah.
Of that commissioned that report, the Arab states from which we just heard, Egypt, Iraq, and the others. How many Jews live in your countries? How many Jews lived in Egypt, Iraq, Jordan, Kuwait, Lebanon, Libya, Morocco? Once upon a time, the Middle East was full of Jews. Algeria had 140,000 Jews. Algeria, where are your Jews? Egypt used to have 75,000 Jews. Where are your Jews? Syria, you had tens of thousands of Jews. Where are your Jews? Iraq, you had over 135,000 Jews. Where are your Jews? Mr. President, where is the real apartheid? Why is there a UN commission on the Middle East?
Pause. Are you hearing this? If you just look at the facts, those fucking countries don't allow fucking Jews in them. Egypt, fuck you, Jew. Iraq, fuck you, Jew. Iran, fuck you, Jew. Jordan, fuck you, Jew. Kuwait, fuck you, Jew. Algeria, Iran, Syria. It's so weird when you look at the fucking facts. Who are the bullies here? 1.8 billion and 15 million. Who the fuck are the bullies? Those people can't get out. That's Egypt's fault. That is Egypt's fault. Their Arab brethren. Those are all the same people. Egyptians and fucking Ghazians are the same fucking people. Tank Reeves. And just for the record, I love Jewish people. I hate evil, whether it's evil Jews, whites, blacks, Christians, Jehovah's. Jehovah's or Jehovah's. Okay, go on. Keep playing.
Include Israel. From the 1960s and the 70s, they refused to include Israel. Where is the apartheid, Mr. President? Mr. President, why are we meeting today on an agenda item singling out only one state, the Jewish state, for targeting? Where is the apartheid, Mr. President?
Yeah, motherfuckers.
Now, I'd like to ask the members of
if you're a woman, where would you? I want to send all these fucking women who are protesting for Gaza to fucking go live there for a fucking year.
I know, that's what I was thinking. I was like, why don't you guys
segregation's on the ground of race, on the grounds of race. I just told you what it was like when I flew into Lebanon, Algeria, Iraq, Iran. All the countries around there all have apartheid. Do you know where it doesn't have apartheid? The greatest country in the world, David Weed, the United States of America. Okay, was there more? It's just
no, that was it.
It's so nuts if you just like spend 8 seconds fucking thinking about this shit. Uh, 252.
Skipping 253.
Bernie, Egypt doesn't want Gazans. They're considered destabilizing and undesirable. Fine, drop them off in Venezuela, and we'll take the ones that make it to the southern border.
The resilient ones.
Mr. Joe Rogan. Thank God they haven't done anything to him. What a gift we have. Here we go. Let's hear it, Joey.
10% of the people they put on ventilators died.
Yeah. So, in fact, I actually posted about that because I called doctors in Wuhan and said, what are the biggest mistakes that you made on the first wave? This was early on. And they said, we put far too many people on intubated ventilators. So then I actually posted on Twitter at the time and said, hey, what I'm hearing from Wuhan is that they made a big mistake in putting people on intubated ventilators for an extended period. And that this is actually what is damaging the lungs, not COVID. It's the treatment. The cure is worse than the disease. And people yelled at me and said, I'm not a doctor. I'm like, yeah, but I do make spaceships with life support systems. What do you do?
I like that.
I twiddle knobs. I'm like, okay, great.
Yeah.
Rock on.
Dude, I love
Well,
that side of Elon. Did he have a little lisp? Is Elon gay?
No.
I know he's got like 10 wives, but yeah, but there was something there. I heard his lisp and I got aroused. Maybe that means I'm gay.
He's like trying to be gangster and like it's just he's such a nerd that's how it comes across.
Oh, really? He's trying to like do a little black vernacular came out homosexual vernacular.
Yeah, he's just too much of a nerd to go gangster. He goes gayster.
Oh God, Elon, I love you. Don't do that. Something that, Greg said from the very beginning. The cure is doing more damage, and we know this. The cure is doing more damage than the actual disease. The same thing with George Floyd.
Yeah.
Only the movement that it caused to supposedly help people with melanated skin has fucking ruined their lives.
Made it far worse.
Yeah. The ventilator. Oh, David Weed. Elon's playing you all. He's full of BS. The ventilators were actually great. I'm David Weed. I love a ventilator. I suck on a ventilator so hard. Oh, I'm David Weed. Hold on, Spanish boys. I'll come out and play football with you in a minute. Football. I'm David Weed. I'd use the ventilator.
Football.
I have 4 ventilators signed by Joe Biden, and they're collector's items. The fuck up.
Bruce got my joke.
What was your joke?
I said he was going for gangster, but gangster.
I heard it. Yeah, thank you. I heard it too. Yeah, that deserves a little nod. Yeah, good.
Look at Mason trying to be contrarian again.
But Musk has his own agenda. Yeah, everyone has their own agenda.
Everybody does, dude. Everybody does.
Dan Guerrero, David looks like he would eat you. He'd eat a hot load out of my Johnson down the tube of a ventilator.
How do you know what he looks like, Dan? Jeez.
I don't know if I can turn up Suze's mic. I don't think. Oh, let me see. Maybe. Oh, maybe all our mics.
To talk into it.
Wait. Let me see. Are all our edit audio avatar? Oh,
Wait, somebody was you for Halloween. It's amazing.
Sevi, go to No Rep News. I can't tell if I like No Rep News. Hi, Jeremy. How come I can't? Oh, that's what I was doing. How come I can't fucking adjust your mic? Can you adjust your mic? Settings, audio.
Because I think I'm a host. That's why.
Oh,
but
because you're a hoe. Are you going to No Rep News?
I tried to search it, but I don't follow it, or I don't know how to.
Here, I'll do it. I got it.
No Rep News Instagram CrossFit. How are you finding it?
No Rep News. Okay, here we go.
Podcast, Mel O'Brien.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. That's a fucking great photo of me. Where's that from?
It's probably from a thumbnail.
That's fucking money. Look at that fucking slab of meat on my forearms. I do have some fucking monstrous forearms for my fucking little body. Where's my grippers?
Google Awards popular podcast host with honorary internet medical degree. Oh shit.
Can you hear it?
I can hear it.
Just repping this motherfucker.
Sounds like a squeaking bed.
Remember the good old days when you couldn't trust anything on the internet? Google Awards popular podcast host with honorary internet medical degree. Philip Kelly, you like that? You asshole. Can I click on all the people who liked it? Let me see.
Yeah, let's dox them. Hit the 18
let me
others.
see who these
Hit the 18
motherfuckers are.
others. We're going hunting.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh great. Now we just feel bad.
Oh shit. Hold on. There we go.
God damn.
18 others.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know who any of these people are.
Right.
McCaskey, you douche nozzle. Philip Kelly, you douche nozzle. Who else?
That David guy you follow. Who else?
Seema, you douche nozzle.
Stefan, reckon
just Tom work. Hey, go back to your fucking job. Fucking Mexican. Google Awards popular podcast. At least I'm popular.
Not according to Mason. He said
What?
Popular
What is he-
podcast? Question. Asymmetric ears. 24.8K is popular.
I want to be popular so bad.
Less than that.
Text from my wife. I wonder what I said was wrong.
Jethro, good dude.
Oh
Unfollowed.
shit. My wife said you should have waited to the end of the show to eat the taffy, meaning like I'm spun out of control.
Oh.
I think.
Are you?
I don't know. I'm about to have another half though, just cause she said that.
Oh, you rebel.
Come on, guys, it's funny. No, it's not funny.
No, it's not, Mike.
No, David. Bad David. Outdoor dog.
That's not David. I bet you David looks pretty small. Because he's always has these larger than life like characters as his avatar.
Yeah.
Therefore, it makes me feel like he's like a pretty skinny
He works out in a Globo gym.
football player. Football.
I it's weird. Whoever is, I don't know who No Rep News is, but whoever, I will say this: whoever it is like that, like they're working. Like I respect the game. You know what I mean?
David, that is not you.
Oh shit, that's Adrian Bosman as their logo.
Oh yeah, that used to be the wrong link on the game site. That's a no rep. Back when CrossFit was cool.
What was it? What? Say that again. What was the link?
It was like if the link was like damaged or wrong or whatever on the game site,
Yeah.
that page would pop.
Oh
up
right.
Like that's a
Oh
no
yeah.
rep. It'd be Adrian like that.
Dude, what a fucked up thing to post. Look what Magnus wrote.
Did they
fix Sevan's nose? Like it's something's wrong with it.
Dang, man.
Oh fuck.
Oh
Oh my god, that one fucking hurt. That one almost fucking made me want to end the stream. Oh my god, I almost had to run inside and get a hug from my kids to recover from that. Oh shit.
That's what I say. Dan's got a good point.
Dan Guerrero. Why do we have more memes CrossFit pages than regular CrossFit pages? God damn, the CrossFit fucking social media accounts are so fucking bad.
Yeah, they are. Running around with that Halloween one. So fucking dumb.
How about someone pointed out, like, hey, you just put Darth Vader next to Adler. You fucking idiots.
I was like AI, like what? Whose idea was that?
Someone at the
pushed.
Someone at the game, someone from the media department at the games came up to me. And said, "Hey, we're not all fucking idiots." And I like you, but like I don't think it's cool that you call us all fucking idiots. I was like, all right. It was some lady. It was cool. I don't know. No, you weren't with me.
Okay.
It was like two fucking camera dorks passing. Like we were like in the warm up area behind the North Park, and we were passing, and she stopped me. And it was legit. Like she was like, it was legit. Look at Mason says 2 of them aren't idiots.
Yeah, I was gonna say, she'd be like, you know what, you're right, you're not, but your bosses. The people you report to are.
But it was
but they're trying their hardest.
Yeah, it was I liked it. It was like I was like, all right, cool. Like I had to like face up to it. You know what I mean? Like, all right, maybe all of you aren't idiots. No, training page actually isn't good to go. Fuck, Joe. I wish you wouldn't have said that. Let me show you this shit.
Good to go or got to go?
I think he means good to go. Oh, you're not going to like this, Joey. You're not going to like this. This is fucking Tardville. I just saw this the other day on there. God damn, this is so bad. Look at this, dude. Joe, this is fucking just unacceptable for a fucking brand. I can't believe you brought this up, Joey. I'm blaming you.
And so the story is,
look at this fucking graphic. You have the greatest trainer maybe who's ever lived in Chuck Carswell talking. And then this is the graphic. The person couldn't give me something that you're wasting my fucking time making me look at this. You're making me look at this and wasting my time. I can't read shit. Do you know what would happen if Greg Glassman saw this when we worked at CrossFit? Do you know what would fucking happen? He would call you at 3 a.m. and ask you if you're a fucking moron.
That is not the call you want to get. It looks like they screenshotted that off of a Google searches image.
Dear Dawn, who the fuck ever runs your HR? Call the person in who posted this and bitch slap them. I'm not saying fire them. Your quality sucks beyond fucking sucks. I would fucking destroy someone. Listen, my staff would have never posted something like this. There's no fucking way. First of all, Leif Edmondson wouldn't have tolerated it. He would have fucking got on it even before I could. This is insane. You are asking people to look at your shit on social media. That's what you're doing. And they are representing your affiliate dollars. Souza pays $3,000 a fucking year so that this can represent his gym. You can't even read what's fucking being said on here. You just wasted my fucking time. Not me personally. I'm thankful to CrossFit because this is great content for my podcast. Wow. Sorry, Joe, but maybe you mean what was the other GTG would mean?
Got to go.
Got to go, yeah. And hey, I think I know who runs this page, and the guy's an absolute fucking stud. I love the guy. And I know his team is small, like non-existent. But this is fucking bullshit. Complete fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
It is bad.
We should talk to people who liked it.
Look how right we are. Well, if you could see this, you would see that we're right. Constantly very. you would see that work capacity across broad time and modal domains is like. If you could see this. Oh my God, it's so bad, dude.
I'll be honest, and I like.
I'm starting to have trouble like hanging with the mothership. I really am. I'm like losing my shit.
And isn't
I know 1,000 things like this, by the way, too. That's what's crazy. You see how that just popped off on the top of my head? Joe pointed out. I know 1,000 crazy things like this. I'm sure Sleeky does too. I could fucking unravel this whole fucking thing. Make Hiller look like he's fucking Mickey Mouse. It's fucking a joke. What a fucking joke. Hey, that's still better than anything that's posted on the fucking CrossFit Games fucking page in the last 100 posts, though. So, I mean, you're posting Star Wars characters. What's next? Lego figurines?
Lego.
God, I hope Born Primitive is the fucking sponsor for the games this year. I know it's GoRuck, but I hope Born Primitive's in there. So I can fucking get on their jock and ride them so fucking hard compared to those fucking pieces of woke pieces of shit. Noble. By proxy supporting Outwad, which supports fucking child genital mutilation through fucking local laws.
Yikes. And didn't they mess it up? I think the algorithm, doesn't it favor like the picture first and then the swipe for the video?
God, Audrey, you're so cool. Say that again. Sorry, say that again.
I said didn't they flip flop it? I thought like the new thing with the Instagram algorithm was like you post the still first and then the video second on the slide.
Oh, I don't know.
That's like the new thing? Yeah. I mean, if you just follow like like the Sports Center, like ESPN, or even like Gary Vaynerchuk, like a lot of these people that are really deep in that social media thing, and you just watch how all of a sudden all their posts favor one certain style, you could make a pretty decent bet that they're getting a higher output from those.
Yeah.
So they already fucked it up.
Excuse me. I know. Someone should just grab you in a bag of fucking Molly and just work out and party for fucking 3 months. You're so fucking cool.
Wait, did they announce it was GoRuck?
I don't know. I assume it's GoRuck. Someone told me it starts with a G. So we were like, I assumed it's GoRuck. And the president of GoRuck is Jimmy Letchford, who's a fucking stud. I used to work with that guy.
Yeah.
Good fucking G. Fucking love that dude. I'm stoked for that guy. GoRuck's stoked to have him. And remember, Born Primitive on that podcast that Dave did was talking about like, hey, it was our 10-year goal to be the sponsor of the games one day, and they're at 10 years.
Mm.
And that guy's a fucking don't tread on me, dude. You and Audrey should start an OnlyFans page. I would subscribe. Yeah, I don't own any of the GoRuck stuff either. I don't know if it's overpriced, but it's expensive. But I don't know if it's overpriced. Everything's expensive. I've reached that age where I remember when it cost a nickel to go see a movie.
Yeah, now it's like $20 for a Big Mac.
I wouldn't know.
There's an article sent to us.
Oh, yeah.
Which is funny because that was the minimum wage increase. We need more money for low-skilled workers. Okay, here's your more money. Now everything's more expensive. Well, everything's too expensive, and now we need more money for low-skilled workers. Fucking idiots. Oh, and we killed all the mom and pops along with that.
Have you read the article yet?
I knew, I was aware of that article from something else.
Oh. Remind me afterwards to get you a subscription to that.
Oh,
Greg
okay,
said he
yeah.
gifted that to us, so I want to make sure I get that for you.
Thank you. That'd be cool.
250, George. We haven't talked about George in a while. George Floyd. We always knew. Remember, the Sevan Podcast always knew that George Floyd did not die from a knee on his neck. Remember that. That was our firm belief. Now, how much do I know that? I'm not willing to bet my life on it. But if you're supposed to have a it's not beyond reasonable doubt to think that this motherfucker did not die from a knee on his neck. There's no fucking way. He had COVID. He swallowed fentanyl. He was high on speed, high on alcohol. It was his third time being pulled over, screaming, "I can't breathe," when he was pulled over. Okay, here we go. Action.
What's going on with the George Floyd story that just came out? So it actually turns out, Pat, that Derek Chauvin didn't kill George Floyd. It was either China or Mexico, because new court documents reveal that George Floyd died of a fentanyl overdose and not from asphyxiation or strangulation. Okay, and the reason, Pat, this is random, that the court documents came to light is because Amy Sweezy, she's a former Hennepin County, Minnesota prosecutor who was suing her employer, alleging she was a sex victim of discrimination and retaliation. And P.S., Hennepin County is entirely Democrat, so we all know Democrats don't always find it necessary to follow their loudly stated rules. Anyway, so the reason her lawsuit matters is because guess where George Floyd died? Hennepin County. And depositions in her case make it clear that the prosecutors always knew that Derek Chauvin and the other 3 police did not kill George Floyd. So Pat, she's pissed, she's suing, and she's bringing everybody down.
I'm pretty sure the Democratic.
Okay, so for those of you guys don't know, a couple of things that have been brought to light recently is that I think it was either 3 or 5 of the DAs in Hennepin County refused to try the case because they said, no, that guy didn't kill George Floyd, and we know that because they saw the documents. But now what's happened is there's a lady there who is accusing the DA who tried that case for sexual harassment, and that's causing this shit all to resurface. Yeah, I think they got to free Chauvin too, to be honest with you, Mr. Weed. I think they got to free him. I think they got to free him. 249. This scares me. I haven't written anything. 249. Oh, here we go.
Win that lawsuit, wouldn't that make his case an actual mistrial based off the evidence?
I don't know how that works. I hope so. Maybe there's some sort of law you can't reintroduce evidence. I don't know. But I would hope so. I'd hope that someone would be like, oh, shit, he did die of a drug overdose. Okay, here we go.
Next 5 years, high school students in Oregon will not need to perform proficiency tests showing mastery of reading, writing, or math in order to graduate. And this comes as the Oregon Board of Education unanimously voted to extend a pause on the graduation requirement yesterday until 2028. They're citing inefficiency and inequity. Joelle Jones going beyond the headlines tonight to find out what this pause will mean for students.
This is a controversial decision and one that's facing a lot of pushback. While some say the decision will lower state standards and cheapen an Oregon diploma, the Oregon Department of Education tells me this policy simply didn't work and disproportionately harmed students of color.
For the next 5 years, high school students in Oregon.
That didn't even make sense, what she said at the end. I listened to that like 5 times before. That didn't even make sense. Like, we don't even know what she's talking about.
Yeah.
What disproportionately hurt students of color? Anyway, there it is. Oregon, the state that produces fucktards. Liberty Twitcher. Even worse is what the pause will mean for society as more and more dumb people become adults and fuck up our country.
That's our next generation of voters.
Your kids aren't going to get socialized if you homeschool them. Oh, darn.
Pretty sure they'll be socialized just fine if you bring them around people. Make them interact with adults.
248. Man, this is a fucking, there's so many good things in the notes. So many. 248. The hardest hitting. Oh, here we go. This is great. Here we go. Look at this chick's necklace. What the fuck is going on with her necklace? Anyway, go on. Action.
Ready.
Dominant narrative in America is white people are evil, white people suck, we should be ashamed of ourselves. And
I don't think we should be ashamed of ourselves. I think that we should take responsibility for the system that we've created.
The best system in the world?
Oh, we do not have the best system
Who
in the
has a
world.
better system?
There are many European countries that are much better off.
Oh,
than
you
us.
mean like the European countries with a higher density of whites, like Northern Europe?
That's one way to phrase it, I guess.
You don't mean Turkey.
No.
You don't mean Eastern Europe
No.
with the communists. So the only time you can come up with a system that's better than America, it's a country that's more white than America.
Emotional damage.
I don't understand.
Hey, David Weed, the greatest country on the planet. Just because for some reason you're not allowed here for some crime you committed. You got caught jerking off next to Pee-wee Herman in a theater. Greatest country in the world, Mr. Weed.
Oh my goodness.
Fuck.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my. It's just fucking. Just unraveling fools. Where's better? Start with me. Where's better? Oh, Sweden? Oh, yeah, because they have great diversity there.
And it's funny because how many people you think that make that claim have spent any length of time or tried to start a business or raise a family or live in the community of those countries that they're claiming are better? Zero. It's fuck.
Carolyn, trying to take your job, Souza. Clip emotional damage for one of your sound bite buttons.
Carolyn, I would expect that clip in my DM. You could go ahead and send it to me, and then I'll upload it into the soundbite. Thank you.
Fuck. What? I think I'm gonna. That's a fucking great idea, right?
Yeah.
Do you know how you record a sound on the Rodecaster?
How I do it, or how it's supposed to be done? Because those are probably two different ways.
Like, do you just hold the button down and then record into this?
Yeah, if you use that's what I did. Yeah, I just pulled this down into the computer and make sure.
Yeah,
silent.
yeah, that's how I would do it. And then what do you do to activate the button?
Fuck, I forget offhand.
Let me see if I just hold it down for a second.
A blank one, and then touch it. It'll say like empty, and then if you click the empty one, it'll say sound, applause, whatever. And then I think there's one for you to like record into there.
Okay, smart pads. I went to smart pads.
I'd have to
and then I hit MIDI. Oh no, I hit this one. Oh, plus button. Mixer, trigger, sound, applause. Oh, here's a record. Holy shit. Let me see. Record. Testing 1, 2, 3. Pause. Stop. Okay. Record. Testing 1, 2, 3. Pause. Stop.
Perfect.
So now I would have to switch. Wait, hold on.
Because I recorded a few of them like early on.
Come on, man.
That.
Oh yeah, that one's good.
That.
It doesn't matter what you think.
That one.
Nope.
Oh, that's a great clip too. White people suck. We should be ashamed of ourselves. Oh my goodness. Hey, we crossed over the 1,500 uploads.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's time to start putting in some sound effects like white people suck and stuff. Okay, Carolyn, thank you. What sucks is whenever I'm done with the show, I literally start running out of this room to get to my kids. Sandra McCaskey, I love it when no makeup wearing dykey liberals try to sound smart by spewing some BS and then get slapped down with a big dose of reality.
Yeah, because they just live in echo chambers. So the first time they get out in front of somebody that actually has logic and knows what they're talking about, they look like damn fools.
My goodness. So this guy Googles and figure out sound bites on our time. Yeah.
Your time.
It's our show. It's our show, Ken. I just collect the money from it.
But I distribute it.
It's our show. Okay, where are we? They want to keep you all illiterate. 247. How do you? Oh, no, we already did that one. Sorry, that's just more of the same. 246 violence. Violence.
Do you see that little kid? I should have saved it to send to you. See that little kid that was Joe Biden for Halloween? And then all of his buddies were like the Secret Service and administrative people. They like filmed him walking up to his house. They're like, Mr. President, Mr. President. And they like kind of move him this way. And then he pretends like he's going to walk off like away from the porch. He's like, Mr. President, this way, this way. And then they like come up and he goes, they go, Mr. President? And then everybody goes silent. He's like, oh, and then trick or treating. And they're like, okay, Mr. President, off this way. And like all of them like usher him off. It was hilarious.
I haven't seen it. I want to see it.
Fuck, I should have saved it to send to you. Okay.
It'll pop up.
Especially now that we talked about it.
Hold on a second. David Weed. Look at David is such a stud. He kills 2 birds with 1 stone. Makes fun of both me and Ken. Easy Sevan Ken benches 315. Just fucking. David swings one of those things around that has the ball and chain on it and just like
takes out everybody.
It's 2 dudes at a time. 1 sentence, 2 put downs. Okay, here we go. Remember, it's a dangerous world out there. Here we go.
I just don't even know why there aren't uprisings all over the country. Maybe there will be.
There needs to be unrest in the streets for as long as there's unrest in our lives.
You got to be ready to throw a punch. You have to be ready to throw a punch.
Donald Trump, I think you need to go back and punch him in the face.
That I thought he should have punched him in the face.
I feel like punching him.
I'd like to take him behind the gym if I were in high school. If we were in high school, I'd take him behind the gym and beat the hell out of him. No, I wish we were in high school. I could take him behind the gym.
I will go and take Trump out tonight.
Take him out now.
When was the last time an actor assassinated a president?
They're still going to have to go out and put a bullet in Donald Trump.
Show me where it says that protests are supposed to be polite and peaceful.
I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House.
Please get up in the face of some Congress people.
People will do what they do.
I want to tell you, Gorsuch, I want to tell you, Kavanaugh, you have released the whirlwind and you will pay the price.
We're going to go in there, we're going to...
Well, this is just a warning to you Trumpers. Be careful. Walk lightly. And for those of you who are soldiers, make them pay.
I just don't even know why there aren't.
Trump's lawyers played this video of Democrats inciting violence.
Mm-hmm.
What a world we live in that someone would say that. Can you imagine getting away with saying some of that shit publicly as a politician? It's nuts, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cuomo is an idiot. He's a world-class dipshit. Cuomo's an idiot. First Amendment, the right of people to peacefully assemble. All right.
Yeah, it's crazy.
2:45. Let's take a small break from all of this political nonsense and talk about biology. Biology.
Oh, that's funny.
Biology. Oh, I have a Colton Mertens video in here, clip in here. Oh, this is so good. Listen, everyone turn your ears on full blast. Listen to this, watch this. This is amazing. This is amazing. Here we go. James Klug, here we go.
Men who have a uterus could menstruate.
A man has XY. I'm sorry, I'm being so rude. I apologize. You're incorrect because we're talking about anatomy, biology. Like if you were to have surgery, they need to know what sex you are. So women, that's why she ran off.
No, I said I was crossing at the next line.
This is very serious what's going on in America. They're indoctrinating students to go against their parents. And this is Marxism. This is socialism. I'm very familiar with it. And I want everybody to educate themselves.
What a trip, right? Two freaks. One of them knows biology, one of them doesn't.
Yeah. One of them just runs away.
Wow.
Interesting.
biology. 244. Let's hear about our great president, Joe Biden. Joe Biden. I can't believe he's the president. My mom told me to respect our president. Our president. Here we go.
Prime Time has been saying about the FBI and the Biden family has just been confirmed. For years, we've told you the FBI knew everything the Bidens were up to. The cash, the Chinese diamonds, American policy for sale. Not only was Biden blackmailing other countries and other countries blackmailing him, but the FBI was blackmailing Biden. Senator Chuck Grassley just announced that the Federal Bureau of Investigation has had 40 informants inside the Biden family for the last 15 years. What does that mean? It's exactly what you think. 40 FBI informants, going back to the time Joe Biden was vice president, have been providing criminal information to FBI field offices throughout the country. 40 FBI informants have been feeding the Bureau exactly what Joe Biden, James Biden, and Hunter Biden have been doing all over the world. Primetime isn't sure the FBI had this many informants working on the Trump campaign. So, what does it mean that the FBI has had the Biden family wired? And what does it mean that the FBI hasn't done a thing? Well, it tells me that the FBI knows all of the president's dirty laundry and is blackmailing him. Everything prime time.
What do you think about that? You think that's true? What part of that you think is true?
Probably all of it. I think it all works that way. Hey, we need this pushed through. We can't do that. That'd be ridiculous. Well, let me show you this phone call we have on here. How would you like if this leaked?
You think it's that overt?
Yeah.
What do you think about this? What Clock says, I'm surprised Jesse can rip the FBI on Fox News. Does that take you back to they're playing us and they purposely are letting that out now to fuck with us? Like the whole thing is you think that it's orchestrated that big?
Yeah, because I think there's certain things that the news station might allow that as long as it's vague enough. You know, they didn't really like it when Tucker started going in too deep. You know, hey, let's give them this piece of the puzzle because they can't really figure out the picture anyways, but it validates trust in us. Yeah, that's a great idea. Okay, give them this piece of the puzzle. See, check it out. This is what this looks like, guys.
Okay, let's make it even more confusing. Bernie Gannon says, sorry, but Jesse Waters is not a credible source. Okay, so someone told him it's okay to say that, right?
Yeah.
Like, you think that was passed through like lawyers at Fox?
I'm sure. Yeah, however that process goes.
Do you think it was passed by Dawn when they sent out the email that said that the affiliate guy didn't have his L1? You fucking ding-dongs.
Yeah.
Hey, oh, man. Oh, man.
I mean, that's probably the very similar there. Hey, guys, I'm the board. Hey, Don, Dave, check it out. We have people for you to interview. Oh, we get to interview people for the new space? No, we have the people for you to interview.
Oh, come on. Really?
You understand that difference?
But he has some butt buddies in there from Facebook.
Who?
In the their HR ladies, his butt buddy from Facebook.
Dawn's?
Yeah.
So what does that have to do with their black?
Meaning he chose her. He chose like.
Yeah, but that's HR.
Oh.
Like how much is that going to affect affiliates in like the direction of the company and different things like that? Forward facing, at least. Very little.
When is someone from the board going to contact me and be like, yo, listen?
Never. They're anonymous. Listen. How many people are on the board?
Listen, fuck nut. I got 20 million invested in this. What if we give you 10% ownership of the company? I cannot believe how much I love Noble.
I wouldn't want ownership. I'd want money. Because who knows what that 10% is going to be worth over time.
So the story is like I can only I really want to fucking hunt. Will someone contact Hiller and find like all the athletes? contact Hiller and tell them if they've been paid or what's going on at Noble. I really want to know.
I don't think anybody's been paid from those jersey sales or anything.
I spoke to an athlete yesterday who said that they've been paid.
Oh, they did get paid.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go.
That they got paid 2 days ago, actually,
Oh,
for the jerseys.
okay. Why does it take them so long to pay the athletes?
I also heard that Noble basically went bankrupt a few months ago. That basically what happened is they had to sell half the company.
Mm.
Man, people actually invite that Todd guy to do shit. Like he's some sort of fucking thought leader or something. Have you seen that?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like they'll invite a speaker to UC Berkeley and people will get upset, but no one will think that the whole organization is shit, right? They'll be like, well, it's a big, massive organization. But when people invite him, like that guy, you know which guy I'm talking about, the industry Todd guy on Instagram, the Noble,
Yeah.
when I think of him, like when I see him working with HWPO
Mm-hmm.
or GoWatt or wherever places I see his shit, I just think I think horrible of them. I think like, wow, you hired someone who worked for a company that enforced injections, that supported by proxy other companies that enforce child genital mutilation. Fraser has a kid. It's fucking weird, man. It's like at some point you have to have conviction or values or like it's part of me, although God knows it's putting my kids, it's raising the money I'm making from this podcast is helping me raise my kids, but it also trips me out like that. No, like literally we've had one person come on this podcast and apologized for what they said about Greg.
Mm-hmm.
And yet all these fucking people are still out there making a fucking living, putting food on their table for their kids, and they haven't said shit.
Yeah, they probably don't feel responsible for it. Like,
how could they not? For the shit that they said.
I mean, I don't know. It's not the type of thinking that I want to try to understand. Just ignore it, I guess. Pretend you minimize your part, justify it. I mean,
I guess there was a point in my life where I didn't have values. Well, I didn't consciously have values. T-Lander was at Rogue Invitational getting no attention.
Similar to the games.
Yeah, you're saying that's the kind of bullshit they say. Greg shouldn't have said what he said at that time.
Yeah, like justify it, right?
Yeah, they're justifying it, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you go to a jail and talk to every criminal in there, how many of them are going to just say, yeah, I was just a piece of shit and was wrong. And now I'm glad I'm in here because I deserved it for my actions. Like a very small percentage. I would say majority of them are going to be like, well, if you understood the full situation, you would see how I was right.
I do like this. Han CFL2. Wadapalooza last year did a jersey sale for athletes. I got my money 3 months later, competed in January, got money in April. Yeah, and that 3 months seems fair. So maybe I'm pushing to, maybe I'm just looking for a reason to be an asshole to Noble. There's a bet going on. What comes first, the payout or behind the scenes? The payout for sure. Behind the scenes, no one should think that behind the scenes is coming out, even though I've seen 2 episodes now and they're dope.
When did it come out? When you used to make them in the past? Just for reference for all these.
After January.
After January, like April, right? Wasn't it like April?
Usually we would wait. And there would be a lot of pressure from inside. Like Dave would be yelling at me the whole time, and we would have people working on it around the clock, and we had shitloads of resources. But the thing is I always thought it was smart to release it right before the Open to get people fired up for the Open.
Yeah, it definitely was. And it was hugely anticipated. So keep it in your pants, people.
Well, I like it. No, be pissed and riot. burn down the city. We want the behind the scenes. A 243 Camilla. Princess Camilla. Princess Camilla. Here we go.
I can't use the words to describe in words the words I can't describe. Okay? I can't.
How are there not more Kamala impersonators?
Yeah, it's pretty low hanging fruit, but she's not very like forward facing anymore. She kind of just like has disappeared, huh?
I guess it's like as fun. I mean, she's as fun to impersonate as Trump.
Yeah.
Um, 242 immigration. La immigration 242. Yeah. Oh, is she the AI czar now? Wow. So she's border and AI? Oh, this is wild. This is so good. This is probably the kind of shit that's been happening, just happens every day, but it's just worth noting. Here we go.
This video out of San Diego yesterday afternoon. What you're looking at is 3 unmarked white Border Patrol buses. They pull up and they start releasing several hundred illegal immigrants to city streets and sidewalks in San Diego across from a transit terminal. People were on this bus from as far away as China and Pakistan. And keep in mind, these buses are not from Texas. They're not Greg Abbott's buses. These are the Biden administration's buses. This is Border Patrol mass releasing people. You can see handfuls of them are standing around not knowing where they are, what to do, where to go next. And there was a remarkable exchange between one migrant and a Border Patrol agent as he asked the agent, "Hey, am I okay to travel to Chicago?" And the agent says, "Yep, you're good to go." Take a listen.
You're free to go anywhere you want. You're free to. Okay, it's no problem if I go to Chicago. Anywhere you want.
Take a look at this video out of San Diego.
Now, I don't know about you guys, but I've never been helped across any border. I've been to over 100 countries. And what happens is I buy a plane ticket and I fly there. And then I get my passport stamped, and then I walk out of the airport, and there I am. or I walk across the border, or I drive across the border. No government has ever helped me cross a border. They're there to check to make sure my shit's in line, my paperwork suits whatever criteria they need. I don't understand why our tax dollars are being used to facilitate buses bringing people. It doesn't, I don't know where, what is making, none of this makes any sense to me. Why can't those people just stay on the side, and then when they cross, they have to show their paperwork, and then it's like, yeah, you can come, or no, go back to your, what are those things called that we have in other countries? Embassy. Go back to the embassy and get the right paperwork and try again. Good luck. Like, why are those dudes being like, we paid for those buses, right? That's our tax dollars.
Yeah. Paying the payroll of the people that are ushering them off the buses too.
Yeah, no immigrants are pro. That's SEMA. My dad is furious because he did it the right way. He's so anti-immigration. Yeah, none of the people who came here legally, the Mexicans at the border fucking hate this shit. Well, first of all, these aren't fucking Mexicans coming across.
No.
He calls the U.S. a third world country. It's happening.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of our farm workers just went back to Mexico last week. We need more seasonal workers in Chicago to cook in our restaurants. Fair enough. Yeah, why not? I want to show you. How are you doing for time? You good?
Just a couple more minutes, and I gotta run to the gym.
Oh. Maybe I should skip this. What's this? Let me see this one real quick. 2:30. Oh, 2:37. Here we go. $2:37. God, I love videos like this. This is my favorite kind of stuff. I feel like when I'm scrolling through Instagram and I see stuff like this, I hit a fucking jackpot. Okay, listen closely, people. Listen. Here we go.
Quote of the day.
Do look at the racial wealth gap. Yes, there is a gap based on 2019 data. The median wealth of the average white family is about $160,000 more than the median wealth of the average black family. But take into account just two other factors: family structure and education. The median wealth of the average married, college-educated black family is about $160,000 more than the median wealth of an average single-parent white family. So perhaps there are factors beyond just race that, if we were being honest in this conversation, we could collectively tackle and come up with solutions. If the narrative for which you obtain and maintain power is based on this idea of a victimized community, then you have a perverse incentive to ignore all of this and just say that America is inherently racist and oppressive. When you do
A perverse, what was the word used? A perverse what? A perverse narrative, a perverse, God, this guy, there's so much fucking data like this. It's fucking awesome. Do you know Winston? Oh, smart dude. Yeah. Not even that smart, just like a good dresser and not, he's just not stupid. So wait a second. You're telling me that married couples that are college educated, black and white, make around the same amount of money?
You mean when we factor in everything and not just skew the statistics to tell us what we want them to?
Yeah. Okay, last one, and then I'll cut you loose, Sousa. Then we get into the real dirty shit. 236 fruit trees. Oh, this is a YouTube video. Shit, I hope this doesn't get us in trouble.
Oh, interesting.
This is BJ Penn. Greg developed a work, Fight Gone Bad, for this guy. BJ Penn speaks on Hawaiian law banning planting fruit trees. Here we go.
Actually, in Hawaii, that you cannot put any trees with fruit on it anywhere, and it just makes you wonder. It just makes you wonder that
what's the law?
You can't put trees with fruit on public lands. Trees with fruit.
I didn't know that.
And
why?
And
Why would
no,
they
but
have
that's
that?
everywhere. But look over here. Look at all the trees you see. Why isn't there food? Because they rather push stuff like social classes, stuff like the EBT card and these different things. Why is there no food on any of the trees? Just think about it in your head. Take a drive down the road and say, today I'm going to count how many trees I count before I see one tree with food. Will you see one tree with food? You know, and that's what I've been talking about. I mean, I talk about that all the time. And it's, you know, it's to push these things. It's a law actually in Hawaii.
Crazy, right? That, by the way, that, like I said, that's BJ Penn, the workout Fight Gone Bad Greg made for him to prepare for fights.
All those guys that get punched that much in the head kind of talk that same way a little bit, huh?
No, that's just
like
that
I couldn't tell.
That's because he's from Hawaii. That's like pigeon. That all the
I couldn't tell if he was like gonna get emotional or like if he just like has a hard time like getting through that or what though.
Oh, come on. David's trying to agree with you. The CTE is real with that one. No, come on. That's just Hawaiian. Don't be racist. No, come on.
My parents lived in Hawaii for 4 years as hippies on a beach.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, in Oahu on the North Shore.
Wow.
Yeah, we went back there like years ago.
They slept on the beach and shit?
Oh, yeah. Super poor. Pretty sure they grew a lot of weed out there. And then my dad got a job at a construction company. My mom worked at the Pearl Harbor, like a bank on Pearl Harbor.
Dude, that's so fucking cool.
Yeah.
I like your parents more now. Not that I ever didn't like them, but I like them more.
Yeah, my dad said like shortly after he graduated high school, because my grandpa worked at like the General Motors plant over in, was it like Oakland? Right? Oakland? They lived in San Leandro. And so he said he packed up his clothes, he grabbed a bottle of tequila. That's when you could still take alcohol on the plane. And he flew over to Hawaii. And few months later, and when him and my mom were dating, she went and followed him out there. And they ended up living there for 4 years. When they
That's
were
what, listen, God, Audrey, you can't get any cooler. I want to do that with someone. Man, do it. BJ's running for governor of Hawaii. Oh, yeah, this is cool. I used to know about this app. There's an app called Falling Fruit where you can catalog fruit trees in public spaces. Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
Oh, that's cool. Go around and find your fruit trees.
Falling Fruit app. Man, the Liver King is not looking so good.
No.
Fallingfruit.org. Oh, Map Urban Harvest. Wow. Oh, but they don't have it in the United States? Oh, yeah. Yeah, they do. Oh, this is cool. Wow. 174,000 trees are mapped in California.
Interesting. Cool.
Oh, the people in LA have really fucking taken advantage of it. 4K and oh, look at San Diego. Wow. Oh shit, the Mexicans are crushing it. Dude, look at this shit. San Diego's where it's at. 34,000 trees. How can there be 14,000 fruit trees in that one little area?
Yeah, it doesn't seem
Wow.
There you go.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Look, there's a fruit tree by Petco Park. Sherman Heights, Chicano Heights. What is this little tree right here? Oh man. Look at, I'm zooming it. Mexican fan palm tree. Oh, that doesn't count. Are you kidding me? What fruit does that give? Mexican fan palm. Mexican fan palm. What is that? Dates? Some sort of dates?
I have no idea.
Mexican fan palm. Mexican fan palm tree. Wow, they're expensive. Robust, known as common name as Mexican fan palm, a sky duster palm tree native to Baja Peninsula. I guess there's like a fruit on it. It needs what? Potassium deficiency can cause leaflet. What the fuck is the fruit on it? I don't know. I'm not buying that. That shit on there.
You're not picking fruit from that tree, huh?
No wonder there's fucking 34,000 trees there if they're counting ones like that. I need something I can just walk over and
pick up the branch and eat.
Yeah, here, look, I'll show you a picture of the fruit they're claiming that comes from it. This is the kind of shit that like rats eat. I mean, I hope I'm wrong. I hope it's like, no shit, you can totally eat those. Yeah, dates, but you think that when I think of a fruit tree, I'm thinking of like I wouldn't consider an olive tree a fruit tree because you have to treat that shit before you eat it. You can't just eat it.
Yeah.
I'm talking about shit you can just walk over and pick the food off of it. You'll get Hep B. Oh, don't eat near Petco. You'll get Hep B. Yeah, maybe. Oh, it's cover for all the weed the carnals grow. Carnal. All right. We didn't get through nearly what I wanted to get through, but it's pretty good. Oh, tomorrow we have tomorrow, real quick, I want to tell you this guy we have on tomorrow. Tomorrow, this guy might be this guy's like one of the greatest rowers ever. Like just this giant man. His name is Jason Marshall. He has like crazy records on the machines. Jason Marshall. I can't find him. Jason Marshall, Instagram. Football player came up. Jason Marshall. Is this him with 13,000 followers? No, damn.
Was that the guy that Hunter introduced us to?
Yeah, Hunter. Oh, here he is. Ex-pro rugby man, 5 world records on Concept 2 ski erg.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
this is a fucking pain cave master. This will be fun talking to this guy tomorrow. Look at this fucking animal. I don't even do that machine. Look at, he wrote, just in case anyone forgot who the king of this machine is. Added another world record to the collection. Man, oh man. Look at, that's the pain cave face, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, this dude is a beast. Look at his fucking arms, dude. Man. All right. Anyway, this guy will be on tomorrow morning. Oh, look. Banana hammock. All right. All right. Look at the people who follow him. Andre Houdet. Tanner Shuck.
Got the who's who.
Some guy named Blacksmith. Okay. On a final note, this is it. I swear this is it. This is just some words of positivity and love from Lauren Khalil from the Lone Ranger podcast. Here you go.
10 things I've learned and actually accepted in the last year. No one is going to advocate for you the way you will for yourself. Your voice is powerful. Use it to help lift others up, but also speak up for things you don't stand for. It's okay to not be liked by everyone. It's equally as okay to not like everyone, but treat them with respect. Be aware of your circle, those who only care about gossip or use you for their benefit versus who are your stable soldiers that walk through the fire with you. Social media isn't reality. You never know who's struggling and what someone is dealing with behind the highlight reel. Others' success does not take away from your own. Deal with your emotions before they bubble up and you can no longer control them. Set boundaries. Not everyone gets access to you, and it's important for your own inner peace. Be open. You never know who you might be helping by telling your own story.
Thank you.
Down a little bit.
Say it again.
I said she should have just turned that music down just a hair.
All right. Love you guys. Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.